Hey there, YouTuber. So, gonna do a little research for y'all. This DerivaDAO has blown up. Had a lot of pumping. Now, why is that? Is a good question. Is there any kind of reason for it? So we just quickly look at it in here. Yesterday, if you owned it, 513, they got it to pump to 1378. DDX is an Ethereum token that powers DerivaDEX, a decentralized exchange for derivative contracts. DDX token allows users to participate in the governance and operation of the exchange. Let me just make sure we're recording. Okay. So there's nothing in there, folks, that tells me this thing should blow up. Let's Google this thing. Maybe they got some awesome projects they're working on. So there's really nothing. This basically tells you that there's a bunch of people out there pumping it. Whatever group is doing it, I have no idea. How you get in that group, I would love to know. They basically just, go from one thing to another, right? So let's see. Let's get a closer look at it. So as you can see, back up a little bit further. This has gone like forever at the same level, right? 1 hour, 6 hour. Was actually used to be worth more. Okay. So it came in pretty high, right? Some people got rich. A lot of people lost money. A lot of people losing money, probably bailing out left and right. Then it goes back up a little bit and then just steady decline. Zoom in a little bit. Pretty much, like I said, steady decline until this morning. Let's blow this, get this to 5. So until this morning, and actually, maybe we better back up one more. Yeah, 11:27. That was yesterday. Eastern time. Okay, so at some point yesterday, this thing pumped. And that's a pretty good gain there, right? And then it dies off. And then somehow this thing just skyrockets up to 1172. So at that point, a lot of people doubled their money if they were paying attention. Then it drops down, comes back up, boom, pumps one more time, almost tripling your money if you were in here at 513, right? That is awesome for those that had this. Which makes me wonder, why do I set my sell limits like I do? I need to be looking for these big hits. So then it dropped, got a little more pump. People that lost money trying to get back in, trying to get it back up, and then it just nosedived, right? I would expect this to end up back here by the end of the day. Curious if you did buy into this, how you did. Did you make out any? Did you make out on it? Did you lose? Were you day trading? Was this an investment you held long term? Why did you hold on to this one long term? What are the actual projects that you were interested in, or was it just day trading? And you can pretty much see, yeah, this thing is going down. So that was the number one exciting crypto today. Now if we go back, let's see, Mass Network, all these had huge gains the other days. Gitcoin. Gitcoin was huge the other day. Gala was up around 80 cents. So yeah, a lot of people made money and a lot of people just lost money. So AMP has been doing good. I followed these a lot. I made a few dollars off them. Nothing magnificent. I have a feeling by tonight this whole thing's gonna dump huge. Tempting to sell everything and buy back in the morning. Um, Going back to this, I did start a new club. You guys might have heard of my 300 club. We now have the 600 club, which isn't doing as good. So I had this about 3 days, and this is like chump change, but just an experiment. 3 days. This got up to 321, I think. So that was, decent return in 3 days, right? 7%. You can see though, because cryptos are so such a risk, so volatile, that it has dropped back down. Now, let me explain the 300 Club to you again, in case you missed it the first time. 300 Club is basically $300. There were 30 members or 30 different coins in there, okay? $10 a piece, hence the 300 Club. And I added this 30M behind it. Now, it has since grown to either 35 or 34 members. All right. Now you can see a lot of these have tanked. Will they be back? Avalanche seems so solid. Now it's at least 20% down from when I got it. PLA is down 30% since I bought it. Engine, almost 20%. Loop ring, almost 20. But what's the good of this, right? Well, you see how many of these are less than $10? Pretty much all of them. But the mere fact that I was able to, when it was high, buy in and get other coins in here, when this thing blows back up again, this is going to be a big number, right? And I have some preset value, depending on which token it is, what I'll sell at. If it's one that's really moves up and down, I might sell it, for only a anywhere from 4 to 8% gain. Some of the other ones I might have in there 20, 30, 40%. So that's the 300 Club, okay? Like I said, started $300, 30 member coins, $10 a piece. And the fun thing about this is I can automatically tell which one of these is hot, right? Because it is over $10. Now, what would this help me with? It might help me with some of my other investments that I have in other portfolios. So we go over to this one. Now we have a new club, this 600 Club, okay? And as you can imagine, 600. But the amount of members, member coins is 20 members. So 600 divided by 20, you can see that's $30 buy-in. And once again, you can see this one I just did yesterday, right? So we're already down 14. We have no extra members. We're getting there though. So what you see here is when I've done enough transactions that I'm plus $30, I will go and buy another coin, and then this will become 21 members in here. And I'm hopeful that this will blow up. Both of these one day will blow up, and we'll either get a lot more members, or if lo and behold, maybe I'll cash out a little bit. But I think for the most part, I'm going to let this thing ride. So the other thing you could do is not take any profits, not buy any new member coins, just let these all ride. And then you could, interesting enough, if the whole crypto market grows, then this should grow by some percentage, right? And you would want to pick probably the top 30 coins that are going to show some movement. I have Bitcoin in here. I have Ethereum. Were those good choices? I don't know. So this one's getting closer to me wanting to sell it, right? Right now it is it's made a little more than 4%. If it could just get up there, closer to 8%, I'll probably sell that, and then we would have $2 more. Plus we'd be about plus 735. So quite a ways to go to get a new member in here. Where this one here, I just added one the other day, so got a long way to go. Yeah. But this one only $10 for a new buy-in, so some aspects it might be easier. So like this guy, I think I just bought this morning, and it's already starting to blow up, right? But it's going to come back down. Let's see what I set my limit order to. I did not set one. And you can see right there, we just bought this an hour ago. So if this can get back up to that, folks, that'd be a pretty nice hit, right? But I'm not going to be that greedy, I think, because I've watched this thing go up and down, up and down. If we zoom in, I bought this at different points. Not necessarily in this one, but overall. So, wow, it's starting to go. Is it going up? $10.48. Huh. So the only question is how much we want to make. And if it could get to $1.82, I'll be happy. Actually, let's try and get 11. See if we can get that. So this is starting to grow a little. And when you're back to normal, right? Or at least when you bought in at, because it would be at least 600. The 300 club, obviously, if everything went back, dropped in value a lot, right? Because I bought all these extra member coins. If that drops down, then it's really bad. But I fully expect sometime next week that will show 330, 340. The 600 club will be, could get up to about 660. Now, what's the good of this? If this keeps going, right? Then we are sitting pretty for sure with an easy, small investment. Basically, even though it shows 1017 up there, we have basically, if we look at these two investments, 300 and 600, so $900 investment. And I fully expect, next month, at some date next month, that $900 will be more like $1,200, right? Why is that? Well, there will be ups and downs. And the thing is, there'll be enough days, if you sit here long enough, there will be some days where that number is pretty darn high, especially after I buy in more member coins. So I fully expect this eventually to get to 400. How long will that take? That's a good question. This, eventually is going to get to 1,000. What are the, the goals in the interim? More like hitting, what would we like to hit in the interim? Probably, obviously get to 700, 800, 900, 1,000. It looks like one of these is dying off. IOTX. And it's starting to die off. So of course, you know, we all want Bitcoin to go back up. This is affecting my my mining operation. Yeah, I won't put that up, but everything I mine is, you know, at least 10% less. But doesn't mean that Bitcoin goes back up. Everything I mined is now worth a lot more, right? So, well, thanks for checking out my video. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you. Just kidding. We're going to keep going. I'm going to let you guys watch the 600 Club for a little bit. See what you think of it. Yeah, that's good. Mm. What do you call this thing? All right, folks, I've come back. Let's see how some of the stuff's doing. PAT, not doing that hot. Nothing pumping here. Let's go back to the reason why you guys are on this video. Let's see how this one's doing. Tanking, folks. I don't think this one's coming back from the dead. So, recommendation, don't buy into this one. If you did, you got had, I think. Or sell. If you got it low enough, sell it now. It's not going to end up long term. Now, I've done a little more research. It's headed back towards 525 or lower. So if you bought it here, maybe hang with it. If it gets this low again, though, you're going to wish you had sold it. But I honestly think whoever does this, they're not in the US. Unless it's like some, beer drinking group gets together. So they're either Europe, they're either in China, North Korea. Doubt that it's in Africa, but you never know. So certain parts of Africa are 7 hours ahead of us. West Coast would probably be about 5. Then you got Europe, which is 5 hours ahead, basically. Could it be those guys? It's a good question. Some of this stuff happens, 10 o'clock at night. So if you go to bed early, like I like to do, you miss those, right? Now, how many times I've gone in, I've missed this. Oh. Now we zoom back in. Let's go to 5. This happened before midnight, so had I had an idea it was going up, even right there buying in, if you were watching it, you'd have done all right, but who would ever know at this point? 6:05. So that's why I like to do this thing where I'm watching this. What is pumping? And that's for the day, which doesn't really help you most of the time. 1 hour. Wish I could go back and do probably a 2-hour period. Amp's still looking good. UMA. Let's go in and check out. Let's see how Amp's doing. Okay, it's already been up. Back down. You see, I sold it. Whatever percentage that is. That was a pretty good percentage, right? Looks like I have more of these. Or did I transfer them? Oh, I do have more of these. Wow, I have a lot of them. Question is where I bought them. What price did I pay? You'd have to go way back. Oh, this is in the 600 club. So it transferred. Okay. So this portfolio used to have a different name. And interesting. Let's see what this is worth now. It's going up. I need to set a limit order in here. What do you think, folks? Is it getting hot? Is it going to break? You think we can get 7.74? Or is that greedy? Whoops, not 0.74. 0.074, sorry. Nope, it's coming back down. Uh-oh, coming back down. Dang it, just when we were going to make a little, oh, nope, it's going back up. All right, let's try. Let's just try and get something. So that's not 5%. Gotta at least get 5%. There you go. There's a 5% gain, give or take, right? Yeah, this thing's all over the place. If I go with what it's at now, that's not enough. But considering it's probably going to dip again, it might be worth getting it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put that in there for now. Maybe it'll hit it, maybe it won't. What's the next thing? Irma? We got any Irma? Probably don't have Irma. Buy. I bought it at some point. Do I actually have it? Nope. Must be in a different account. If I still have it. Bought it twice. Long way to go to get my money back, right? This is one of those ones where I could probably kick myself. I bought it way too high. I bought it 12 days ago. Yeah, I bought it somewhere in here probably. Dang. Talk about overpaying. Let's do a comms check. Make sure everything's good. Still looking good. Let's go back to AMP. Weird. It looks like it's climbing up higher than it was. But you got to zoom in and realize, no. Yeah, how close it made it. Such is my life. I think it's going to go back down now. It's just not showing strong signals that it wants to stay up. So that's only a little over 1%. Not too hot. Let me check how my Raptorium's doing. Just kidding. We're not here to do that. So, I'd say we missed out, folks. I'm gonna change my has it ever been this high before? Yeah, I might have bought a little too high. Okay, it's been higher once. All right, let's go back to portfolio. Nothing else is doing good. Let's go back to 300 club. Check that. Nothing good there. We are almost in an hour. I'm gonna pause this a second, folks. I gotta do something. All right, we're back momentarily. All right, folks, we're back. Has anything exciting happened while I was gone, huh? That's the question. Nope. Looks like we're losing money. We are losing money. Do a check quick check. These podcasts, you know, we only want them to be an hour. I'm about to sneeze. So yeah, nothing doing real good here. Let's see what's hot right now. It's not AMP. It ain't AMP anymore. DerivaDAO dumping. Radical. I have bought some of this. Huh. You would think it would be doing better. Uma's still looking good. Yeah. So we're last month, folks. What is the best investment? Look at that. Gala. If you got in early. Holy cow. Actually, let's start this over. Let's do one week. Request 162. Gitcoin 155. Gala. DerivaDAO, which at some point was even higher. Ethereum name service. This, what a stupid name, huh? Basic attention token. So in this case, had I have just not sold this at all, I probably would have made more money on it. Mask. AMP. Zcoin, crypto coin, we have that. Storage A, we have that. Always have ITO, IOTX. Was doing Jasmine a lot, but Loopring. All these are leveling off. Let's check a month. What's doing the best over last month? Gala. That is just amazing. Loopring. Awesome there too. This guy. All these I've owned and I've sold like an idiot at different times. Crypto.com coin. I've had that 8 gazillion times. IOTX. Had this a gazillion times. Request. All of these I've owned at some point and sold. It's almost not wise to day trade these things. But let's look at that other aspect of this. What is done terrible? SHIB, own that. Oh my God, network. 1 inch, TrueFi, District Ox. So a lot of these have not done so hot over the last month. Dang. Down. Let's see who's doing worst over the last year. Huh. Yep. There's some duds in here. Really? Those are the only ones. That's what we'll have to do a vlog on this, but that's what makes crypto seem so good. If you're diversified and you hang on to this shit for a year, I mean, if your portfolio was filled with these guys, you'd be in trouble, right? I don't even buy most of these, so. But if you had bought into these, you'd be in the hole, right? But the rest of these, you hold on to this shit long term, you know, $100 becomes $200. This looks pretty good. Now, can they maintain this? I don't know. Rally. Look at this. Just ungodly numbers. 10 times, you know, basically any of these, if you just sat on them, this one, ridiculous. Gala. 1 year. Dang. Thing that stinks is these are not going to continue this kind of pace. I mean, there's just no way. Let's do a time check. Podcast almost over. Doge. Disappointment. That's become a total disappointment. Chili's. This one. Wow. Haven't been tracking this that far back, but so yeah, long-term holding, babe, bud, babe, everybody. What am I saying? Losing my mind. Doing long-term holding is the way to go on these. I'm not sure day trading's so smart. And then just figure out a day you want to pull stuff out. Let's see. I gotta check the other computer. All right, folks. We'll just kill this show a little early today. Hey, thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.